Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So for today's episode, this cool mix bottle right here, and basically what this is a high quality wok. If you can see, it's from the brand right here. And the one that we got right here, it is a 14 centimeters, if you can see right here. So it's definitely really big, and you definitely put a lot of stuff on here, whether you guys want to stir fry, if you guys want to use the wok to cook stuff, if you guys want to steam stuff, you can definitely do all that on here. And this is the brand new wok that they have on this brand. So I'm actually really excited to actually open this up to show you guys what it actually looks like. So when you guys look at the side right here, you can see that there's some specs that's on the product. I believe there's like a multiple layer of the stainless steel that they actually use on the product, which is definitely pretty cool and super high quality. But let me actually open up the product first to show you guys what's included inside. Alright, so when you guys first open up, there's like this protective layer here. Let me take it off. So this is basically what the first layer looks like. So that has the protection layer for the lid right here, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually gonna remove this first and show you guys what it actually looks like before we take out everything else. Alright, so we're gonna open it from right here. Alright, so when we take it out, you guys can see that this is basically what it looks like. So here is the lid right here, and the other side right here is the steam rack. So I'm actually taking out both of them to show you guys what it actually looks like first. Alright, so this is basically what the steam rack looks like, which is definitely pretty awesome. So all you guys need to do is just put this inside the wok, which I'll show you guys in a second. And then once you guys do that, you guys can put water underneath the wok. And then you guys can put your fish, your dumplings, or what you guys want to put on top right here to actually heat up your product. If you guys can see how big the product is, you can definitely put like a whole entire fish right here, which is really, really nice. And when you guys see the material on here, it definitely is a high quality stainless steel material. Next, let's take a look at the lid right here. So they have a newer version of this lid, which is pretty cool. And for this lid, actually allows you guys to open up all the way, or you can just open it halfway, or you can close it up. Let me turn it to the other side and show you guys what I mean. Alright, so you can see this is basically what the inside looks like. So I'm not sure if you can see the video or not, but right here is basically what the opening is. So this is max, and this is halfway, and then this is off right here. It definitely feels like a really high quality product, and I actually like it a lot. Super durable, if you guys can hear. So those are two pieces that I provided for you guys. Now let me actually take a look at the wok. So you can see in the very bottom, there is the wok right there, underneath like the steam rack and the lid. Let's take it out and see what it looks like. Alright, so we have the little protective layer here. And right here, they provide you guys a user manual to teach you guys how to use the product and how to maintain it and everything else. And inside, they provide you guys this little bag to keep the product fresh. But last but not least, we have the actual wok right here. Let me take off the wrapper. Alright, so you can see that this is basically what the product looks like. It definitely looks deep enough for you guys to actually cook stuff or fry stuff, or if you guys even want to like steam stuff, you can definitely do that on here. When you guys take a look at the handle right here, it's definitely different than the older version. I definitely love this design a lot because on the bottom of the handle, it feels like a little bit of a rough material, where the top part is smooth material. So that way you actually get a good grip, but also a comfortable grip as well on both sides. So on this side, and also on this side as well. And you see on the bottom, it definitely looks really nice, super high quality. It definitely has that round bottom design right here, and when you guys view it, it feels really, really smooth. So in terms of all the parts that they have, like the woks and the rice cooker, etc., it's made out of high quality stainless steel material that will last you guys for a really long time. And they mention how the product should be rust proof and also anti-scratch as well. And obviously when they mention how it's anti-scratch, it has its limit. So if you guys damage it like really hard by like shoving your wok or shoving like your turner or something on here, it mostly will scratch. But if you guys do it like casually here and there, like just cooking stuff, stir frying stuff, you should be fine when you guys use the product. But definitely if you guys look the way how they designed this wok compared to the old version, it's definitely much nicer, and it definitely has a better grip on the side right here. I definitely love the option how you guys can put the steam rack inside, which is pretty nice. So that is basically everything that's on the product. Let me actually bring this over to the stove top and show you guys how it works and what it actually looks like first. And then we'll come back and talk more about product in a second. Alright, so once we take it out, you guys can see that this is basically what the product looks like. So this is basically what the steam rack looks like. You can see it's really, really big. And then right here, we have actual wok. So if you open up the lid, you guys can see how big it is and how much space it actually takes up. So obviously right now I do have an induction cooktop, so it won't really work, but I'll definitely test out to show you guys a quick test on whether it actually works on an induction cooktop. And then once I do that, I'll also show you guys what it actually looks like and when it actually works on a gas stove top. But if you can see, this is basically what the overall product looks like when you guys set that part up. Let me actually put the steam rack on top to show you guys a different point of view of the product. Alright, so that's basically what it looks like. If you guys put the lid on top, so that's what it looks like once you guys put the lid on top. So that is basically everything that is on the product right here. Let me just turn on fire on the induction cooktop to show you guys what actually works. Alright, so you see we have some water inside that just added. Let me turn on the induction cooktop and see what actually works. Alright, so you see that's on right here. And if you see the bottom, it is heating up. But let's see when it actually works if we use it on this part right here. So you see the bottom is barely even touching the actual wok. So that's why a flat bottom is more ideal for you guys to use it. So you see in the middle, there's like a little bit of bubble, but there's barely any bubbles on here. So in order for you guys to get the full benefit or the full effect of the product, you definitely need to get like a flat bottom wok, which they do have. It's literally barely even touching the bottom, so the induction cooktop does not work. So let me actually bring this over to the gas top and show you guys how to actually use it. Alright, so right here we have the product on a gas stove top. If you guys can see, this is basically what it looks like. So it's not like a flat bottom like I mentioned earlier, but you can see that this is basically what it looks like. So I'm actually turn on the fire first. Alright, so we got the fire on. So what I'm doing now is let it actually heat up first. So I'm actually go get the lid and cover back up. Alright, so when you cover it back up, you guys can see that this is basically what it looks like. So I'll come back and check on it in a few minutes after it's done and see how it performs. And then we're probably gonna put the steam rack inside and test it out. Alright, so you can see right now we have the product all steaming and everything. You can see all the steam coming out. And that's because we open on max. If we turn it halfway, this is what it looks like on halfway. If I turn it off, you can see that it cancels out a lot of steam, even though there's like a little bit coming out. So it's not fully covering out the steam, but it definitely covers out a lot of steam compared to when we open it all the way. If you can see like this. But let me actually open up the lids first and show you guys what the inside looks like. So first thing I want to do is to turn on my range steamer right here, or True Steam by the Pacific brand right here, which is from the same brand. So that way you can actually absorb like all like the steam and everything, the smoke. Alright, so let's open it up and see what the inside looks like. Alright, so you see that's boiling really well and really fast. And you can see how it's capturing all of the steam inside the actual machine right here, which is pretty cool. So what I want to do now is to get the steam rack and put it on here first. Alright, so just like that. And then what I want to do now is to put the stuff on top. So whether you guys want to put like a fish on here or if you guys want to put a plate on here, you can definitely do either or. If you can see the style how they made right here is very similar to the one where you guys go buy like dim sum or whatever. So I'm actually get something and then put it on top to show you guys how it works and what actually works. Alright, so see how spacious it is. So definitely you guys can put 2 plates of food on here. Or if you guys want to put like 1 big bowl, you can definitely do that. And once you put this inside, what I want to do next is use the lid. And we just want to cover it back up. And see that this is basically what the product looks like. So I'll probably leave this for like 5 to 10 minutes and then come back and check on it to see how it looks like. Alright, so it's been 7 minutes. Let me see what the inside looks like. Alright, so you can see that everything looks pretty good and looks like it's all done. Now let me actually clean this all up and then try out the wok style and see how that works if we use like a wok turner instead of steaming it. Alright, so we got some onion in here, you can see. Very easy to use. And they mentioned how it's scratch resistant as well when you guys use it. So you can cook a lot of stuff on here, whether you guys want to cook like raw food, if you guys want to steam stuff, if you guys want to stir fry stuff, or if you guys want to fry stuff, you can definitely do all of that on here. And I highly recommend that when you guys get this wok or any kind of like round bottom wok, that you probably want to get like a wok ring like this. So that way actually you can hold the actual wok from like moving around. If you guys see, no matter how hard I'm trying to use the wok turn right here, it doesn't actually produce any kind of like scratches here, which is pretty nice. So this is basically what it looks like for the one that we have right here. So this is the new one. Let me show you guys what the old one looks like. Alright, so right here we have the old one. You can see the different handle option, different lid option. And when you guys look at the bottom, it actually looks much deeper than the other one as well. But regardless of which one you guys get, they all work really well. You can see it definitely has that non-stick option on the bottom. Even if you guys leave it for a very long time, it doesn't really stick. So the product definitely does work. Alright, welcome back guys. So now you guys saw a quick test our product and definitely see it actually works really well and super easy to use. So definitely one thing to remember is that when you guys use this product, you want to make sure you use it on like a gas stove top or an electric stove top. But eventually from the test actually works really well. It literally heats up so fast and it's just so convenient to use it. Like, I've been a huge fan of this brand's product, ranging from like woks and even their insulated containers to like carry rice or food to go to work or go to school. They literally make products to last, so you guys don't have to worry about changing it too often or anything. I've been using the product over like 10 years and I haven't had any issues with it. But I always wanted to get like a new one to upgrade because I want the newest thing. And definitely after testing so many of the woks, ranging from like round bottoms to flat bottoms, and then now they have this brand new one. This one's definitely a huge upgrade if I had to compare this to like the older version of the round bottom because of the overall design with the handle, the way how they made the actual product, and also the steam rack option. And also a new design for the lid. Everything is just so much better than the older version, so I actually really like it a lot. But that is basically everything that's on the product. Now to unboxing and testing on the product, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for this product in particular, I would definitely have to say that it is super worth it if you guys want more than need one of these. Especially if you guys are trying to look for a high quality wok that will last you guys for a really long time Whether you guys want to use it for cooking stuff, steaming stuff, stir fry stuff, or even frying stuff, you can definitely do all of that and much more. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, they obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else that actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.